Good afternoon. Next, we are going to hear about the third unit of object-oriented programming. So the title of the unit is exception handling and IO. So the current topics of the third unit is exception handling, throwing and catching exceptions, built-in exception, creating own exceptions, stack trace element, input-output basics, strings, byte streams, and the character streams, reading and writing console, reading and writing files. The first topic is exception. An exception, an exception is an unexpected event which may occur during the execution of a program. So, to disturb the normal flow of the program instructions lead to the abnormal termination of the program, which is not always recommended. So these are all the points about exception. It is nothing but it's an unexpected event during the execution of a program, and it will disturb the normal flow of execution on instruction, and it will induce the abnormal termination of the program. So this is called as exception. So what are all the reasons for occurring exceptions? So we are having some of the reasons here. Invalid data as input. So we are giving an invalid inputs like 0 and all. At that time, there may be a chance to arise an exception. So network connections may be disturbed in the middle of communication. JVM, Java Virtual Machine, may run out of memory. File cannot be found or opened. So these are all the some of reasons for occurring an exception. The exception categories. We are having some categories of exception. First is checked exceptions, unchecked exceptions, and errors. So these are all the categories of exception. First, checked exception, compile time. Exception is called as checked exceptions. Unchecked exceptions arise in runtime execution. So that means before once you are compiling a program, that time some exceptions may occur. That is called checked exception. And checking is after completion of compilation process, some errors occur during the execution of the program. The next errors. Problems may arise beyond the control of the user or the programmer. So these kind of errors not in the programmer's hand. So that kind of errors, that kind of situations or problems are called as errors. Error and exception. So what are the difference between error and exception? An error indicates serious problems that a reasonable application should not try to catch. Exception indicates conditions that a reasonable applications might try to catch. So this is the main difference between error and exception. The next exception handling. What is exception handling? To handle the runtime errors so that normal flow of the application can be maintained. So normal flow of exception we have to maintain it. Next exception hierarchy. So here Java.learn.exception is a class, base class for all exception classes. So we have to include Java.learn.exception class with all the exception handling programs. All exceptions and errors uh, types are subclasses of all throwable, which is base class of hierarchy. So exception hierarchy we are having one diagram Java.learn. After that object, next throwable. So in throwable we are having two types errors and exceptions. In exceptions we are having two types runtime exception and other exceptions. So we are having some of the methods in exception. So commonly the methods are public string get message, public throwable get cast, public string to string, public void print stack trace, public stack trace element, and get stack trace. So these are all the some of the methods we are having in the exception. So commonly we are having some of the keyword in the exception handling. They are try, catch, finally, throw, and throws. Here, this is the syntax for try and catch. So in try, we are having some block of code to monitor for errors. The code you think can raise an exception. In catch block, the syntax of the catch block is catch and exception type and exception object. And inside the exception handler for exception type. And finally, we are having final method. It should be a it may be a optional one. So block of code to be executed after try block ends. Going and catching exception. So catching exception, a method catches an exception using a combination of a try and catch keywords. Syntax: a try, and in a catch block we are having exceptions like so there's a common syntax for try and catch block. So we have to use both a try and catch in a program. So multiple catch classes. More than one exception could be raised by a single piece of code. To handle this multiple exceptions, two or more catch classes can be specified. So this and all explain by using a separate program. So next, multiple catch classes. While the multiple catch statement is used in all, important to remember that exception subclass must come before the superclass. The catch statement which uses a superclass in catch exception for the type plus area of its subclasses. Nested try block. Sometimes a situation may arise where a part of the block may cause one error and the entire block itself may cause another error. So this is the example syntax for nested try block. So first we have one try. So in that try we have another one try. So first we have to complete the inner try block. That means we have to give a catch for inner try and the next catch for outer try. So next throw keyword explicitly throw an exception. Throw throwable instance. There are two ways to obtain a throwable object. Using a parameter in a catch clause, creating one with a new operator. The throws are a throw keywords. If a method does not handle a checked exception, then method must be declared using the throw keyword. The throws keyword appears at the end of your method signature. Throws is used to postpone the handling of a checked exception. Throw is used to invoke an exception explicitly. Here is an example program for throw and throw keyword example. Um, Here we are having a header file. After that, public class. For example, one is the class name. For example, one public void function into throws remote exception. So that is what a method implementation. Throw new remote exception. This is what keyword we are using in this program. That is a remainder of our class definition. The finally block. The finally block follow a try block or a catch block. Always executes irrespective of the occurrence of an exception. So syntax of finally block is try, after that catch, after that the finally. Okay. So built-in exception. The exceptions which are available in Java library suitable to explain certain error situations. So we are having some of the exceptions in built-in exception, arithmetic exception, array index out of bound exception, class not found exception, file not found exception, and IO exception. So these are all the exceptions of built-in exception. And also we are having additionally we are having some of the built-in exceptions. Interrupted exception, no such field exception, no such method exception, null pointer exception, number format exception, runtime exception, string index out of bound exception. So next user defined exception. User to create their own exception class which is derived from built-in class exception. The exception class inherits all the methods from class program. It contains a snapshot of the execution stack of its thread at the time it was created. The syntax for user-defined exceptions class user-defined extend exception. The two commonly used constructors of exception classes are exception and exception string message. So these are the two things we are used commonly. Chained exception. Allow to relate one exception with another exception. That is, one exception describes cause of another exception. Throwable constructors that support chained exceptions are the current exception, throwable. So the throwable and the throwable. So these are all used in the chained exception. So this is about a exception handling. So remaining things we will see in the next class. Thank you.